Dare I say that? We're Yeah, I didn't know he was still with the company. I've not seen him. I don't want to see him. I don't like him. Never did. Never did. Mandy Rose, she's going to resign. She's got nothing better to do. Uh, yeah. MLW, Pasty and my favorite organization, only has a handful leaving next year that we know of. And it's all names that could easily go somewhere else, and that's sad. Davy Boy Smith Jr. From what I could find, it's a minimum through 2020. Not sure what that exactly means, but minimum through 2020. So that's what we got. With Teddy Hart leaving, could Davy Boy Smith follow? Is Davy Boy Smith going to get the same push without the Hart Foundation? Is there a Hart Foundation without Teddy Hart? These are all Teddy Hart was the only Hart. There was Davy Boy Smith Jr., there's Brian Pillman Jr., and there's Teddy Hart. There's no Harts. Obviously, Teddy Hart or Davy Boy Smith Jr. is a Hart through it is bloodline, but that's not his legal name. And Brian Pillman Jr. does not have any blood relation. Brian Pillman was just a Hart through the same way The Rock is a fucking Anawai. It's through, like, quote unquote blood brothers. You know what I mean? They consider themselves family, and I dig that, but they're not actually family. So what do you do there? I don't know. Yeah, we also got we got MJF and Jimmy Havoc in July 2020. I have a feeling, I have a sad, I don't know. This is where it comes down to how much we know that Court Bauer and Tony Khan are friends. I'm hoping that they both decide to work with each other, and MJF and Jimmy Havoc are allowed to work both promotions going forward, because they are huge cogs in both promotions, and it's great. It would, but that, to me, that hurts them, because they're small fishes in a big pond in AEW. They're not going to do much. Maybe MJF, yeah, MJF maybe, and that's if they keep with it. So I'm thinking their best bet is for them to be with both of them, because to me, AEW's best commercial is MLW. They're on a major network. They have Chris Jericho and Dean Ambrose and Cody Rhodes and Goldust, and that's about as much as you can get of the casual fan. You have to bring in new people. You can't rely on, we're going to take WWE's guys or WWE's fans. You know what I mean? You can only do so much of that. And if you have your guys wrestling on MLW where hardcore wrestling fans are watching, because a lot of hardcore wrestling fans aren't watching AEW for just that reason. For better or worse, it's targeted as a WWE runoff. It's all ex-WWE guys that started a corporation and are doing it. So I think that's good promotion. It's a small audience, but I think it's a hardcore audience. But I don't know. They could easily go to AEW for the money. AEW is going to offer them way more money than Court Bauer will ever offer them. Let's admit that. If they said, here, we got an exclusive contract for you for 6 figures, and Court Bauer is going to say, I can offer you $1,000 a week. Well, if you got kids to feed, you're going with AEW. Impact. Oh, that's true as well. MLW doesn't have near as many dates as AEW. And Jimmy Havoc is a veteran. He's not a young feller. MJF and Davey Boy Smith Jr. are both pretty young yet, but Jimmy Havoc, He's in the latter of his years. Impact Wrestling has two huge names, and they're the only ones I could find up through 2020. But remember, Impact Wrestling has a lot of names that are working on not completely contracted basis, so we could see more people leaving 2020. But Rob Van Dam is up in January 2020, and Sami Callihan is up in December of 2020. Pacey, I'm gonna sound horrible, and the internet's gonna hate me, and I love Rob Van Dam. But depending on what kind of money they're paying Rob Van Dam, I'd let him go. He should end in WWE. Nobody wants to stop telling everybody to go to AEW. He would never fit in an AEW, and nobody in AEW wants him there. What? What? What do you want to see in AEW with Rob Van Dam? Well, you can see that in Impact. You can see that in MLW. You can see that in Ring of Honor. You can see that in WWE. There's high flyers everywhere. Why would he go to AEW? He has nothing to do with AEW. What connection does he have to AEW? What has Rob Van Dam and Jericho ever had a huge card together or tag team together or anything? Like that's no, he needs to go to WWE. He needs to finish his career out in WWE. He needs to become a Hall of Famer. He could have a hardcore match with Jon Moxley in Impact or New Japan or WWE. I actually don't think that either. He's got a very unique style that works certain things. Yeah. I just want to see. I think he just needs to go to WWE. To me, Rob Van Dam is ECW, WWE, Impact. Like that's what he is. Why? He's better than the other fuckers eating up time on it right now. I'd rather see him than see the fucking Miz out one more time or Rusev or any of the other fuckers that are out there that don't draw ratings. Rob Van Dam might not draw ratings. I just want to see him get a payday and get the Hall of Fame. That's what I want to. And if you're gonna end your career, end it in the place that's gonna give you the biggest bang. And WWE is the place to end. I mean, that's the place to end it. You ask anybody who's wrestled anywhere and also WWE, they want to end it in WWE. Goldust, he's going to end his career in WWE. He's leaving AEW for WWE easily. Moxley, he's going to end it in WWE. Cody, probably not, in all honesty. But but Cody and Moxley, yeah. All right, so so we got Sami Callihan, Rob Van Dam, New Japan, Ring of Honor. We'll knock through this one quickly. PCO, we don't want to see Ring of Honor. He just won the championship. He's through 2019. PJ Black is through 2019. He's more of an announcer than a wrestler at this point, but he's doing good. Beer City Bruiser through 2019. A lot of these are through 2019, so I don't know if that means that their contract is up January 1st, but this is what I could find on the internet. Hiroshi Tanahashi, at least through 2019, terms not fully disclosed. Shane Taylor, at least through 2019, terms not fully disclosed. Roosh with Ring of Honor through 2019. New Japan, he's longer. Bandito through 2019. Kelly Klein through 2019. This one surprised me. Haruki Goto through Wrestle Kingdom 13, which ends on January 5th. I think he's easily re-signing with New Japan. He's not going anywhere else. MLW. MLW. Maybe AEW because he's got a lot of friends there. You know what I mean? I know, but he has history there, damn it. Let's make it make sense. That is true. John Moxley, as far as New Japan, is through Wrestle Kingdom 13. He's signed for 2 days. He'll sign these short term contracts. Like, I'll show up for this show. I'll show up for this show. Obviously. Maria Manic was a short term, right? Maybe. What about the Machine Gun Anderson and Doc Gallows? Yeah, I like them in AEW. Right? That would be so fun. So fun. Ring of Honor also has Maria Manic only through October of 2020. Flamitas through December of 2020. Ryu Lee, who is also Dragon Lee, through December of 2020. Flip Gordon, minimum through 2020. Rocky Romero, not anytime soon. Rocky Romero, RPG Vice, minimum through December 2020. Chase Owens, minimum through December 2020. AEW obviously is a brand new startup, and they have nobody leaving through 2020 except Tony Schiavone, who is maybe up sometime in 2020. Again, this is a private company who just started, so there's not a lot of information out, and they're being very smart about keeping information hidden. I went to a lot of websites, like not wrestling websites, but business websites. Couldn't find a lot. What I found is Tony Schiavone is up sometime in 2020. The only other next contracts to expire, which aren't 2020, but I thought, hey, let's put AEW in it because they're important and we want to know what's going on. Chris Jericho was smart and only signed through 2021, but I see him re-signing. And the only other one who's only through 2021 is referee Bryce Remsburg, who is through August 2021. So all the people that we know of that I can find information on are signed at least for another couple years, which is smart. Probably, but they're not disclosed. That, oh, fuck, you think? Yeah, they're not. So we're way over time, but this brings us back to the old times, doesn't it, Pasty? I say 5 stars, 6 stars. Oh, we're not. Yeah. No, I like it. I like it. It's old school. We dig it. We're doing it. Anyways, we got WWE TLC predictions. That's not tonight, but tomorrow night. And Pacey, we have an open challenge for the Raw Tag Team Championships. The Viking Raiders are going to take on somebody who accepts their challenge. We don't know who it is. You go with your VKR. I actually was 100% on par with you and assumed it was going to be the Authors of Pain, and I think they're winning it with their Seth Rollins connection. Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking. Was it was them? Could be a crackhead got hold to the wrong stuff, told him to climb a tree. Throwback, folks. This is going to be a pre-show match. That it should, because this is going to be awesome. I would agree. Pasty, I'm going with Aleister Black. This